What's up, TCCTU and ORU? It's Samson back for another episode of The Fitting Room. Yes, we're back for another episode, and this time we are on the TU campus, and we got a nice brother with us here today who's going to bless us with his story. Go ahead and give us your name, give us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for having me, Pastor Samson. My name is Fernando Vasquez, and I am going to be a computer science major here in TU. I'm also a musician. I love playing the violin. I love playing basketball. I just like doing stuff all the time. That's me.
Hey, no, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, without further ado, we're just going to dive in. Go ahead, tell us your story, bro.
I came to TU because of many different complications. In my head, I thought I was never going to come here.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably like the last university in my list. Not trying to be mean.
No, it's
but
real.
my goal, I was trying to go out of state to a good university, top 50, top 20. I was in my school doing the IB diploma, the IB bachelor program, trying to get my IB diploma. But because on my summer before entering my 12th grade, I was diagnosed with leukemia. That kind of messed up a lot of my plans. I was stuck in a hospital for a whole year. I wasn't allowed to complete my that program that I was doing, so I was forced to stop. Then I had to think about where I'm going to go. The doctors told me that I wasn't allowed to leave the state for if I wanted to go to a university, it'd have to be in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, at least if I'm going to be in Oklahoma, I want it to be at least away from my house. It kind of feels like I'm outside.
Yeah.
So I was thinking OSU because I love engineering. I love robotics since a young age. My uncle, he's a software engineer, and he'd show me what he'd do, and it was like, to me, it was like a whole different world, and I wanted to be part of that world.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to OSU. But then my doctors were like, we were able to get me to remission for the second semester of my 12th grade year. So I was able to come back. But then we had terrible news that my leukemia came back on April of this year. And because of that, I had to go back to the hospital for a couple more months. This time, because it came back, we had to do an even stronger treatment.
Yeah.
And
real quick, like as you're diving through all this, I just want to slow. I mean, you hitting us with quite a bit here, and so I want to slow down and process a little bit of this. So when you said you were first diagnosed was in high school.
Yeah.
And what year was this?
This was 2023, July.
2023. So were you like a junior when you found this out, or junior transitioning to senior year?
Junior transitioning to senior year. It was during summer.
Yeah. So when you found that out, when you found out that you were diagnosed, like how did you take that? How did your family take that going into your senior year? Something that a lot of people look forward to.
I think I did pretty well. My parents were surprised with how well I took it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like getting stuck in things. I like, I guess, moving forward and trying to fix things.
Yeah.
Especially with something you can't do. Because cancer, you can't really... my cancer, at least, wasn't hereditary. That word. It didn't come from my family. It wasn't because I was eating bad. I was eating well. I was doing exercises. This was just bad luck, I guess, what the doctors say. No, I couldn't change that. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I can't do anything to do anything right now. So I'll just have to move forward. My own parents, they had a couple of bad situations with their parents having a type of cancer, and then it getting worse after going to the hospital getting chemo.
Yeah.
And they actually didn't want me to have the treatment because they were like, they're gonna kill my son. They're not gonna help him get better. He's gonna end up dying. And I had to step down. I had to step down my foot. Tell them, well, I feel like if you're right, then I'm just gonna die both ways. 'Cause if I don't do the treatment, well, I'm gonna die. If I do the treatment, well, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, at least doing the treatment sounds like it has a possibility of doing actually something.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is my life. I want to do this. I want to try this. And I know I'm a firm believer of God. I know like everything's gonna be fine. Like in my head, I was like, I was never really scared. I feel like I was never really sad. I was just like, everything's gonna be okay. Just gotta keep going forward.
Yeah.
And my parents were surprised because they were like, "What? You're the one with cancer, but like it seems like we're the ones,
Yeah.
like we're the ones that have it because like we're so anxious. We don't know what to do." But I'm like, what else is there to do except to move forward?
Yeah.
And that's
No,
what happened at the
100%.
beginning.
No, that's really cool. I mean, it's amazing to see going through something as difficult as this, being able to slow down and say, you know what, I trust God, and we're just gonna push through this experience. We're gonna do what we need to do, and we're gonna make it happen. And I feel like that speaks a little bit to the engineer brain, where it's like we're gonna do what we need to do to get through this and do the proper procedures.
Yeah, I want to thank my dad for that type of thinking, because he's really good at going through situations that might be like super, I guess, high anxiety level type of problems.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he always is able to stay chill, stay cool, just be able to process the situation. And every time I see him do that, I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that helped me too, just having like a physical demonstration on how to do problems
Oh,
slowly.
yeah. So your senior year was pretty much majority spent in a hospital.
Yes,
Mhm.
at St. Francis Hospital.
So how did you process spending your senior year in a hospital, like your friendships and all those different things? Like how did you navigate that?
I'm an only child, so I tend to be bored a lot. So I tend to call my friends a lot. We call in Discord and just phone and FaceTime, whatever it is. We'll always connect it. I was in call with them like 10 minutes ago before coming here.
Yeah.
I just love playing with my friends, being around them. To me, it didn't feel that bad because I was like every day in the hospital, because it was summer especially. I was in call with them, even though they had jobs. I had some friends who have jobs in the morning, so I'm with the ones that aren't, and the friends who have jobs in the afternoon, I'm in the ones that had the jobs in the morning. So I always had someone with me.
Yeah.
And it made me kind of forget it. Like I know there were times where like I was super nauseous, I was vomiting, or I wasn't feeling well. My head hurt, my back hurt, and my whole body hurt. But it was like just having people around, like not even talking, just hearing, made me feel better.
Man.
And
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It sounds like community really did a good job at helping you to alleviate some of that burden of the cancer.
yeah,
And so you go through your senior year, you have all this support, all this love that kind of helps you through it. And then eventually the cancer goes away, right?
Right.
And then eventually it comes back.
yeah.
And so how was that whole thing of
I was a bit disappointed because I think the most thing, like I wasn't used to being not doing anything. I think that was the biggest thing because I've always been doing stuff, clubs, extracurricular activities, sports, whatever it is. Because I don't like being inside a lot. I leave home at 7, come back at 8 p.m.
Hey, I
7 a.m.,
respect
8
that.
p.m.
Only child, so you gotta do what you can.
It was weird for me. It was like, it feels weird just laying in a bed doing nothing or just playing video games the whole time. But it felt kind of good because I think being lazy feels good after you're doing enough. I'm calling it being lazy, but I don't know, like just not doing anything, I guess, to me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came back, I was like, okay, I get more time just to relax. But thankfully to my doctors and the people working at Booker T. Washington High School, I was able to graduate still with my school. So I had to leave and go to a different high school for the first semester. And then the second semester, I came back, but it had to be in person.
Yeah.
And when I got it back, I'm like, oh, am I going to have to graduate with another school, a virtual school?
Mm-hmm.
But they let me do my classes. Like my teacher would send me it's called the homework, and I just do it. And I was thankfully able to graduate with Booker T at the end.
That's amazing, bruh. And I just want to say, because to do an entire senior year, like through teachers sending you information and you trying to navigate it, that's amazing, bro. That's big shout out to to Booker T for doing that. I have two questions that kind of come to my mind. The first one is, what is one thing that you feel like you missed out the most from your senior year?
I think the thing I've missed out, it feels like I could have done more. Like, obviously, how I was saying in the beginning, I could have gone to a better university. I could have gotten, I guess, better grades. I mean, this year I got all A's, but they were like easy classes because they didn't want me to take too hard.
Let me reframe that question. I meant more say like, from being in a hospital room, what did you miss out on that you wish you would have been able to do from your senior year, that because you weren't there in person?
I guess just being with my friends. It's our last year.
Yeah.
Because they're leaving. A lot of them already left right now for their own universities. Some of them are a couple hours away. Some of them are super far away. But at least I was able to spend some time at the end with them.
Oh, 100%.
I'm still grateful for that. And I mean, at the end, we were all going to have to separate some way or another.
That's true.
And I'm just happy that I got to spend some time with them.
Yeah. Okay, so my second question is, what is something positive from that entire experience?
Something positive is I loved my experience getting to go to the St. Jude's Hospital in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. It's amazing over there. Everything about it, all the doctors, all the nurses, everything, they work there. Not just them, the cooks, the cleaners, everyone seems to be like, because it's very hard. To be honest, I thought being a doctor was kind of like an easy life, to be honest, because you're not doing a lot. I know there's like, they have treatments, but I mean, like procedures they have to do, which take a lot of precision.
Yeah.
But it never feels like, I guess, I don't know how to say it. But when you get to see every day, you have to see like little kids suffering, little kids not being able to do what they want. They can't go to school. They can't go to see their friends. They can't see more family. They can't go play the sports they want. They can't even laugh because when I would try to laugh, my abdomen would hurt because it's just not even, it's not fun. And just being a person watching that every day feels so, I guess, like it feels kind of sad. But I was able to meet a lot of kids at St. Jude's, some kids that had some similar situations with me that got diagnosed their senior year.
Yeah.
They're coming in for like a year checkup or something like that. I was able to kind of get to hear their story. I think when you have someone that went something similar as you, I think you were able to kind of be like, I guess, feel better about it. Because it feels like you have someone there that understands you, I guess.
No, 100%, 100%. Yeah, doctors, man, they're amazing in the way that they work, and I don't take that for granted either. And that's awesome that you had an amazing experience at St. Jude's as well.
Yeah.
And you're able to keep that close to your heart as you go throughout life. Okay, so you mentioned coming to TU. This is not your first decision. So now kind of moving in here, what are some of the, I guess you can say, challenges or opportunities that you see that's happening in your life right now, like with this whole transition of moving to TU?
In terms of, I guess, good things about coming to TU are that it's way safer for me. It's better for me to be here instead of living somewhere else because I'm home. I can get good, nutritious meals from my parents. Also, the cost, thankfully, to TU and how well their financial aid works, I didn't have to pay anything to come here, so it was very good for me.
There you go. That's a blessing.
And I think it was like a good choice at the end, but it wasn't my top choice because it didn't have the major I want.
Yeah.
Because the major I wanted to do was mechatronic engineering, which is like a robotics engineering, has to do a lot with different things, mechanical, electronic, kind of combine programming a little bit. But they don't have it here. They have it at OSU, but not here.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing that was like, I don't want to come here for.
Hmm.
But sometimes I think we have to make choices that I guess we don't like for the better. I think the smarter choices.
Yeah.
That's why I chose to come here and just major in computer science. It isn't exactly what I wanted to do, but I still think I'm gonna like it. I still think I'm gonna do good in it. And I have a couple friends who are coming here. I have some friends that are also majoring in computer science.
Yeah.
That we can, work together. So I'm not too bummed about it.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. No, that's awesome. Okay, so even though they don't have your major, do you still feel like you're going in the direction that you want to go in?
I think so. Like most teenagers, I guess I'm not a teenager anymore. I just turned 18. Like most kids or most people my age, it's like we don't really know what we're doing. We're trying to understand what we want to do. I'm hoping this is what I want to do. I talk to the advisors here. They say we have people that can help you. If you don't like it, you can always try to change to something else. Maybe not too differently, but I believe that it's gonna be not too bad. I think I'll like it, but I'm not 100% sure, I guess.
No, that's fair. That's fair. No, that's cool. And what I love, and this is just kind of what I'm seeing when I hear these stories, is kind of going into your senior year. It's not something that you wanted to happen with the cancer, and through that you were able to remain positive and still have this calm trust that God is going to work all this out, and we're going to do what we can, and we're going to trust God to do what he can. And even now, making the decision to be here at TU is kind of a similar thing where, listen, it's for the best right now. It's not what I necessarily want to do, but we're going to make the best out of it, and we're going to trust God to do the rest of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think one more thing, I think TU also has a good transferring program, at least going to different universities. So maybe I wasn't able to for my undergraduate years, but I'm trying hopefully be able to go somewhere else for maybe when I want to get my master's degree.
Yep.
At least do that somewhere else.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. That kind of leads into the next question of kind of where do you see yourself in, kind of the future, or what are you looking forward to in the future?
I think I'm hoping to at least get to know other places. I have always I come from Peru. That's in South America, very far away from here. When I came here, it felt like it was like a whole new world open, because it was like everything felt different. People were different. All the customs felt different, and it felt amazing because it felt like it felt exciting, and I kind of want to feel that again in a way. One of my biggest dreams is to visit every continent.
Hey.
I want to visit Asia. I want to visit Europe. I want to visit everywhere else.
Do you have any of those spots?
Yeah, I want to
checked off.
I have South America off, and have North America off. I'm hoping to be able to either go to Japan or France in a couple of years.
Hey.
And hopefully mark one of those two off for Europe or Asia. But that's it for now. Also, I guess I want to get my undergraduate degree here, get my master's somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Where I end up living is kind of still undecided. I don't really know where I want to live. It's very, I guess, I don't know right now in the future.
No, that's fair. That's fair, bro. Traveling to all the continents, different countries, that's a great goal to have. I love traveling myself, so that's something that I can relate, connect, resonate with. And so, I'm fascinated by a lot of what you shared, because I know that there are students who go through different struggles. Maybe they went through a struggle their senior year, something similar to that, or something of the nature of something that kept them out of fully experiencing their senior year and feeling like it was robbed from them, or maybe even coming into the school that they're at, whether it's TCC, TU, or ORU, and maybe this isn't the school that they wanted to go to, but for so many reasons, or for whatever reasons, that's the school that they're ending up at. Um, do you have any words of encouragement for an individual who might be battling with that? Just something to encourage them with that helped you through all that you went through.
I think always being able to see what's on the other side, seeing what's in front of you. I know when we're scared, when we don't know what to do, when we're sad, we kind of make like a little bubble around us, and we kind of blind ourselves on those things. We keep the good things out. We trying to keep thinking about the bad things, and sometimes that really isn't good for you at that moment. I think being able to see what you can do later can help you keep at least moving one step at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's hard to run or reach a certain spot, but at least it'll be better than just standing and doing nothing. At least being able to go somewhere. And everything that you face that's a hard problem or a challenge just makes you end up getting better and more mature, more stronger at the end. You understand more different things.
Yeah.
I think with my situation, especially with cancer and medical related problems, I think being thankful is something that's really like eye-opening that most people see. Because maybe to most people you're like, okay, eating, being able to maybe run, able to go to the gym, go to school, they might seem like basic things that we do every day. Everyone gets to do that. And I know around the world there's other places that don't get to do that because of unfairness. But even this feels like less than that because you don't even get to do absolutely anything. It feels like it makes you more thankful about just being able to do basic things, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I love that. I mean, gratitude is powerful. It is. It's very powerful. And so it sounds like gratitude and appreciation. And it sounds like you made the best out of the situation of spending your senior year in the hospital and even making the best out of being here at TU, where it's like, no, I'm going to make the best of the situation. I'm going to connect with my friends and I'm going to bring them all out here and we're going to have a phenomenal time, even though I do feel nauseous.
Yeah, I think you just, every moment just becomes more beautiful after that. Just being able to be like, I get to be with my friends. That's good. That's happy. Feels great.
No, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. No, thank you so much, man, for sharing your story. Thank you so much for those that tuned in to listen to Fernando's story. And yeah, this is what the Fitting Room's about, man. Being able to sit down and hear what people have gone through and to be able to connect and to relate and hopefully up our wardrobe right here in the Fitting Room. So if you tuned in, I just want to let y'all know, thank y'all again. And if you have interest in being on the Fitting Room, feel free to fill out that Google form and we will get you out here. We'd love to have you. And if you would like to connect with our community, whether that is in giveaways or if that's just in hangout opportunities or just being part of a community, feel free to text the number that we're going to put somewhere here on the screen. And we look forward to connecting and to the next story. Appreciate y'all. And I hope that you see how you fit in the Fitting Room. Peace.